The Battle of Arcole was a pivotal engagement during the French Revolutionary Wars fought between the French army led by a young General Napoleon Bonaparte and the Austrian army under the command of Archduke Charles of Austria. This battle took place from November 15 to November 17, 1796, near the town of Arcole in northern Italy. The engagement was part of the larger campaign known as the Italian Campaign, which saw Napoleon's rise to prominence as a military leader. The French Revolution had plunged Europe into a period of conflict, with revolutionary France facing off against a coalition of monarchies determined to restore the old order. The Italian campaign was one of the most significant theaters of war during this time, with France aiming to expand its influence and spread revolutionary ideals beyond its borders. By the autumn of 1796, Napoleon had already achieved several notable victories in Italy, demonstrating his strategic brilliance and military prowess. However, the Austrian forces, led by Archduke Charles, remained a formidable opponent. The Battle of Arcole would test Napoleon's abilities as a commander and mark a critical moment in his career. The Battle of Arcole can be divided into several key phases, each marked by intense combat and strategic maneuvering. Understanding these phases is crucial to grasping the significance of the battle and its impact on the broader course of the Italian campaign. In the weeks leading up to the Battle of Arcole, Napoleon Bonaparte had launched a series of offensives aimed at pushing the Austrian forces out of northern Italy. By mid-November, French troops had crossed the Adige River and were advancing towards the town of Arcole. The Austrians, aware of the French movements, prepared to defend their positions. One of the main obstacles facing the French army was the Alpone River, which lay between them and the Austrian positions. On November 15, Napoleon personally led a daring crossing of the river under heavy fire from Austrian forces. Despite sustaining casualties, the French managed to establish a bridgehead on the opposite bank, paving the way for further advances. With the Alpone River crossed, the French army set its sights on capturing the town of Arcole itself. However, the Austrians put up fierce resistance, turning the narrow streets and buildings of the town into a deadly battleground. The fighting was brutal and chaotic, with both sides sustaining heavy losses. Napoleon, leading from the front, narrowly avoided capture on several occasions, earning him the admiration of his troops. As the battle raged on, control of the bridge over the Alpone River became crucial. The bridge served as a vital link between the French forces and their supply lines, making it a prime target for both sides. In a series of desperate assaults and counterattacks, the bridge changed hands multiple times, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Throughout the Battle of Arcole, Napoleon demonstrated his exceptional leadership skills and personal bravery. Despite being wounded and narrowly escaping death multiple times, he refused to back down, rallying his troops and leading them forward with determination. His presence on the battlefield inspired his soldiers to new heights of courage and resilience. After 3 days of intense fighting, the Austrian forces began to retreat from Arcole, unable to withstand the relentless pressure exerted by the French army. Napoleon seized the opportunity to pursue the retreating enemy, inflicting further casualties and securing a decisive victory. The Battle of Arcole was a significant triumph for Napoleon Bonaparte and the French army. It showcased Napoleon's tactical brilliance, leadership abilities, and willingness to lead from the front. The victory at Arcole further solidified Napoleon's reputation as a military genius and marked a turning point in the Italian campaign. Moreover, the Battle of Arcole had broader implications for the course of the French Revolutionary Wars. It demonstrated France's military superiority over its enemies and reinforced the revolutionary government's confidence in its ability to spread its influence throughout Europe. The success at Arcole also paved the way for Napoleon's subsequent rise to power and, ultimately, his crowning as Emperor of the French. The Battle of Arcole was a pivotal moment in the career of Napoleon Bonaparte, and a decisive victory for the French army. Through strategic brilliance, heroic leadership, and unwavering determination, Napoleon secured a crucial triumph that would shape the course of European history for years to come.